Hello and welcome to Hardware Husky. Today we'll be saying farewell to a very old friend of mine, Intel. It's been about 17 years since I've owned AMD, and today I will be going back to the dark side and changing back to AMD. My last AMD processor I owned was, I believe, an Athlon XP 2100 Plus, clocked at 1.73 gigahertz, and that has been my last AMD processor. Then I've owned many Intel processors, from Intel Pentium 630, the dual core 930s and 830s. I've owned Core 2 Duos, Core 2 Quads. I've owned a X58 i7 1366 socket, and this is my last Intel, the i7 6700K on a Gigabyte Gaming 7 G1 motherboard. Now, I was definitely an Intel fanboy. Even when there was processors better out than the Pentium 4 630s, I refused to go AMD. I stuck with Intel even when they had their dual cores that were stuck together. I think it was the 830 series. They were very hot and not very fast, but I still stuck with them because I was a genuine fanboy. Now, you may ask, why is an Intel fanboy changing over to AMD? Well, the reason is, I'm fed up of being shafted by Intel. The processor I've got currently is the 6700K, overclocked to 4.8, and I see no reason to upgrade to any of the other Intels. The 7000 series, pathetic. The 8000 series, definitely more worth it, but it's still not a big enough jump for my liking. And the 9000 series, well, that's just way too expensive. Compared to the 3700X and the 3800X, the 8 cores, 16 threads, the Intel is definitely quicker on gaming, but nothing that I will notice, as I don't play with extremely high frame rates, and the games I play are not esport type games, so I wouldn't really benefit from a 9900K. One benefit of having 8 cores and 16 threads is I'll be able to video process a lot quicker, but I'm not willing to pay £500 or dollars equivalent for 8 core 16 thread when I can get a Ryzen 2 3700 or 3800X for cheaper. I can literally get the 3700 and a motherboard for less than what I could get a 9900K for. But with me being me and not thinking logically with my own build, I decided to get an X570 board when I could have quite happily lived with a B450 or X470, as the benefits of PCIe 4.0 for the NVMe drives would not really benefit me in real world. Yeah, I could say, oh, I got a drive that does 5000 megabyte sequential read, but yeah, like I said, I wouldn't really see a difference. I don't do massive file transfers. My only excuse for getting X570 is because I like the look of the board. It does what I want on it, and it has got PCIe Gen 4 for when devices start taking use of it, so a bit more future proofing, I suppose. Okay, let's get down to specs. What I've got here is a Gigabyte X570 Aorus Ultra. I'll be using the Corsair Vengeance Pro 3600 CL18 RAM. I'll be using a 3600 processor. This is because I've heard the 4000 series processors out soon, and I could upgrade to one of them ones. And if they're not socket compatible, well, I'll just get a better Ryzen 3000. The CPU will be cooled by the Corsair H115i Platinum RGB. It will be housed in the Corsair Crystal 680X case with additional 3 140mm light loop fans. The power supply is a EVGA G2. For main storage, I have a 256 gig Evo 860 and a 500 gig Evo 860. On mass storage, I have the 1TB Crucial P1 NVMe SSD, which I reviewed earlier. And I've a variety of other drives in there, but they're mainly for scratch drives and proper backup drives. In my video of the Crucial P1, I noted that it got a little bit toasty when doing a long sustained sequential transfer. Hopefully this built-in heatsink with the motherboard will keep it nice and cool. I showed some Cooler Master EC1 thermal compound at the beginning of this video, but I'm not using that. I found a bottle of Arctic Silver ceramic, so I'm going to use that. Okay, on to installing RAM. I've been told this is daisy chain topology. With daisy chain topology, you got to install the RAM in the second lot of slots. You may have noticed this bracket in my other videos. This is the cable mod vertical vertical GPU bracket. It comes with a DisplayPort cable and a HDMI extension cable. These cables are just like normal extensions, but they've got a funny angle. For graphics, I'll be using the Zotac 1060 6GB Mini because I RMA'd my other card due to heat reasons. But the 1060 is a good enough card to get me by until it comes back or whatever. And that's it, she's all done. I know I've rambled a lot in this video, and I hope you've stayed with me till the end. And if you have, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Hardware Husky, and I hope I'll see you again.